What I'm about to tell you about Cristiano Ronaldo was hidden from the public for years. This isn't just another success story, it's the dark, untold truth about what really made him unstoppable. Cristiano Ronaldo scored a beautiful bicycle kick against Poland in his last match, but the question is, how did he? This is surely not his first time doing something like this. But how does he still manage to be so acrobatic? What's his secret? So in this video, we will uncover his untold secrets, which will surprise you. The year was 2003. A skinny 18-year-old kid from Madeira steps onto the field at Old Trafford. Nobody knew it then, but this moment would change football forever. That kid wasn't just Cristiano Ronaldo. He was about to become a revolution in human performance. But let's go back even further. To understand how Ronaldo became superhuman, we need to start at rock bottom. Madeira, Portugal, a place where dreams usually come to die. Ronaldo's family was so poor that his mother considered having an abortion because they couldn't afford another child. His father was an alcoholic, and young Cristiano, he shared a room with 3 of his siblings, sleeping on a floor that sometimes had rats running across it at night. Most people don't know this, but at age 11, Ronaldo would sneak out of his house at 3 AM, not to cause trouble, but to train. He'd tie weights to his feet and dribble a ball in the dark, trying to get faster, stronger, better. But here's where it gets interesting. At 15, doctors diagnosed him with a racing heart condition that could have ended his career before it began. Most players would have given up. Ronaldo? He underwent heart surgery and was back training within days. The doctors told him to rest. He didn't listen. This is where we discover the first secret of his greatness: obsession. But not the kind of obsession people talk about in motivational videos. This was different. This was almost scary. When Ronaldo joined Manchester United, his teammates would finish training and head home. But security cameras caught something strange. Long after everyone left, one player would stay behind for hours, in the rain, in the cold, practicing the same movements over and over and over again. Alex Ferguson, his manager at the time, had to literally force him to go home. "The lights need to go off, son," he'd say. But even then, Ronaldo installed a cryotherapy chamber in his house. While others watched TV, he was freezing his body at minus 200 degrees to recover faster. Here's something that's never been revealed before. Ronaldo doesn't just train his body, he hacks his brain. He worked with neural specialists to develop something called mental mapping. Before every game, he spends hours visualizing every possible scenario, every run, every shot, every celebration. His brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So when he steps on the field, his body's already done it thousands of times. But there's a dark side to this perfection, a side that the media doesn't show you. Ronaldo sleeps 5 times a day instead of 1 long night's sleep. His personal nutritionist plans his meals 6 months in advance. He doesn't drink alcohol, not because he's disciplined, but because his father died from alcohol-related problems when Ronaldo was just 20. This isn't just about football anymore. This is about a man who turned trauma into fuel. Let me show you something mind-blowing. Scientists studied Ronaldo's brain while he played. When they turned off the lights and had him receive passes in complete darkness, he could still control the ball perfectly. His brain had mapped the sound of the ball to predict its exact location. This isn't training. This is rewiring human biology. Remember that famous penalty against Juventus in the Champions League? The one where he seemed impossibly calm. Here's what you didn't see. Ronaldo had practiced that exact penalty 1,000 times the week before. Not 100, not 500, 1,000 times. When everyone else was having dinner with their families, he was in an empty stadium, perfecting one moment. But here's where it gets really interesting. Ronaldo's vertical jump is higher than the average NBA player. He can run as fast as Olympic sprinters. His body fat percentage is lower than most models. How? He turns every single aspect of his life into a science experiment. Did you know he changes his running style depending on the wind speed? Or that he studies the grass length of every stadium he plays in? Or that he can head the ball with his eyes closed because he's memorized the exact weight and feel of a football? Some people call this madness. Maybe it is, but this madness has created something we've never seen before in sports history. Think about this. At age 39, when most players are retiring or already retired, Ronaldo is still competing at the highest level. His body is technically younger than most 25-year-olds according to medical tests. He's not just defying age, he's reversing it. But why? Why push so hard when you've already won everything? Here's the truth. For Ronaldo, this was never about football. This was about proving something, not to the world, but to himself. Every time he steps on that field, he's still that kid from Madeira, sleeping on a rat-infested floor, dreaming of becoming more than his circumstances. The real secret to Ronaldo's greatness isn't his talent. It's not even his work ethic. It's his relationship with pain. While others run from it, he runs towards it. While others see limits, he sees challenges. While others make excuses, he makes progress. This isn't just a story about a footballer. This is a story about what humans are capable of when they refuse to accept the impossible. Remember that skinny kid who stepped onto Old Trafford in 2003? He didn't just change football. He changed what we thought was possible. He showed us that greatness isn't born, it's built. One rep, one practice, one moment at a time. And maybe that's the biggest secret of all. The greatest aren't great because of their talent. They're great because they're willing to do what others won't, to push when others quit, to believe when others doubt. Ronaldo isn't just a footballer. He's proof that limits are lies we tell ourselves. That impossible is just an opinion. That greatness isn't about what you're born with, it's about what you're willing to become. So the next time someone tells you something's impossible, remember this story. Remember that somewhere out there, Ronaldo is still training, still pushing, still believing, and maybe, just maybe, that's all we need to know about greatness. Hit subscribe to unlock more untold stories of sporting legends.